A Dream Goodbye by Eternal Warmth. Rarity made her way up the grassy hill, feeling the warm breeze of a fine summer day. She wore a light blue cotton gauze shawl around her neck and a large sun hat on her head. She liked to dress up for these occasions, even when her friends liked to wear nothing. Applejack's Stetson excluded. Her horn glowed a subtle blue, the same magic surrounding the handle of a picnic basket she held in front of her. The hillside was just outside of town, surrounded on three sides by trees while leaving an open view of Ponyville to the west. At the top of the green hill, her 5 closest friends were laying out a large checkered pattern picnic basket and setting their own contributions down in the centre. Rarity hummed happily as she joined them. "Hello, darlings," she spoke in a sing-songy trans-equestrian accent. "I have arrived." "Howdy, Rarity," Applejack said as she pulled the corner of the blanket taut with her teeth. "Heya," chimed Rainbow Dash. The blue Pegasus spotted a stray cloud and zipped away to clear it. "It's good to see you, Rarity," Fluttershy spoke gently. "Rarity!" Pinkie Pie bounced in place. "What did you bring? Can I see?" "Give her a chance to set it down first, Pinkie." Twilight sat down on the blanket with a book by her side. She smiled as Rarity approached. "Welcome, Rarity." Rarity set her basket down in the middle of the blanket, next to the few treats and cupcakes provided by her friends. She sat opposite Twilight, brushing her spot first to make sure the blanket was nice and tidy. The blanket was suitably soft and clean. A faint breeze marked the return of Rainbow Dash, who sat to her left. Applejack was seated between Rainbow and Twilight. On Rarity's right sat Fluttershy and then Pinkie Pie. All of her close friends were together once more. "It has been far too long since our last get-together," mused Rarity. "It's so nice to see you all. Twilight, I'm surprised you made time to visit." Her friends looked a tad bit confused. "What do you mean?" Rainbow Dash questioned. "We hang out all the time." "It's a nice sentiment regardless," Twilight replied. "It's always nice to see good friends." With all of the mares seated, they opened their picnic treats. Pinkie had brought cupcakes, Rainbow Dash uncovered some cookies she had purchased, and Fluttershy brought some tea. Applejack hoof-selected some sweet apples from her orchard, and Twilight had a pie baked by Spike. Rarity's basket was full of perfectly cut daisy sandwich triangles, a refined snack. The mares took a moment to grab a treat before resuming their conversation. Twilight started. "What have each of you been up to?" "It's almost time for the annual Zap apple harvest, so I've been pretty busy with preparations." Applejack took a bite of a regular apple. "You really do the kookiest things for those Zap apples," Rarity noted. "Yeah, but the jam is 100% worth it." Rainbow Dash licked her lips. "I do kooky stuff all the time when I'm baking." Pinkie Pie giggled as she spoke. "True, but that's just you being yourself, darling." Rarity giggled along with her. The 5 ponies took a sip of their tea and a couple bites of their treats. There was a lovely gentle breeze rolling over the hill, making the grass bend and the leaves of the surrounding trees rustle pleasantly. It was a gorgeous day. The sky was clear. The temperature was perfect for being out in the sun. "How have you been, Fluttershy?" Rarity looked over to her yellow friend. "Oh, I've been doing wonderfully. The animal sanctuary is full of lovely critters and has been helping them thrive." "I'm so glad it's working out for you," Twilight added, smiling. "Indeed, you've done a marvellous job, running it for so many decades." Rarity took another sip of tea. "Decades?" Fluttershy looked confused, as did the others. Rarity just giggled to herself. "Oh, don't mind me. So Twilight." She turned to Twilight as she spoke. "How have things in Canterlot? I get plenty of news, but I so do prefer your take on events. Twilight was now wearing her regalia, fidgeting a bit with her golden shoes. It's been fun, she said unconvincingly. There are just so many more events that I need to make appearances for that I never knew existed until assuming the throne. It's exhausting, Ramberdash finished for her. The purple alicorn sighed and nodded, visibly deflating. It's really hard to take a break from it all. I'm sure you deserve a long break, Rarity spoke quietly, as though not expecting others to hear it. I'd love a break as well. It's wonderful to spend time like this. No worries or unexplainable aches. Her friend said something in response, but she was distracted. Rarity tilted back her hat and took another look around the hillside. She spotted something unusual in the corner of her vision and smiled. Pardon me, dears, she said, standing up. I must excuse myself for a few moments. I promise I will return. Oh, okay. Are you alright? Twilight looked concerned. I'm quite alright. I just need to go speak to an old friend. I'll be back before you know it. With that, Rarity left the picnic blanket, smiling as she made her way towards the tree line. Walking past several trees, she found what she was looking for amidst their shadows. She hung her hat on the back of her neck, looking upward at the alicorn who had been watching from afar. So, you knew it was a dream the whole time, Twilight stated, half meaning it as a question. She was far larger than the small alicorn back on the picnic blanket, standing a bit taller than Celestia had. Her appearance was different in other ways. Her mane floated on its own, and her wings were the colours of a sunset. Her face appeared sad and terribly tired, wanting to look her friend in the eye without craning her neck. The older Twilight sat beside a tree trunk. Oh, come now, Rarity scoffed lightheartedly. I haven't seen my dearest friends in years, aside from you and Applejack. I mean, of course this was a dream. The two mares hugged each other softly. Visiting me in my dreams? Rarity giggled. You really ought to come visit me in person, you know. Twilight's expression was grave. I am currently by your side, in person. Rarity blinked. She took a moment to think about it and then came to a realization. Still, she smiled. I see. Rarity put a hoop on Twilight's shoulder. Thank you for coming. It's lovely to see you again. At the end, your family is here as well. Rarity could see the pain in Twilight's eyes. She moved a hoop from the alicorn's shoulder to her cheek. Oh, darling! She smiled sadly up at her friend. You don't need to hide your pain in front of me. I want you to be yourself one last time for me. It's all right. Twilight's lips trembled and tears began to stream down her cheeks. It didn't take long before the tears turned into loud sobs. Rarity wrapped her hooves around Twilight's neck and pulled her close. Rarity's face was also wet with tears, but at no point did she stop smiling. She patted Twilight's back as they embraced. Please don't go. Twilight almost choked on her words as she cried into the small unicorn's shoulders. I know you have to, but I'm going to miss you so much. Shh, it's okay, darling. I know. Rarity gave Twilight's neck a squeeze. I'm so sorry that I'm leaving so soon. Twilight sniffled and inhaled. No, please don't be sorry. Please don't be sorry. Okay. Rarity nodded, continuing to pat the back of Twilight's neck. The two spent several minutes like this, each crying and hugging. After Twilight began to calm down, Rarity looked her in the eyes. I need to get back to the picnic soon, but before I go, I wanted you to know, she inhaled shakily, that I know, I always knew, and I'm sorry I never let you know until now. Twilight looked confused at first, but then realized what her dear friend meant. The realization brought a fresh set of tears to her eyes. So maybe Rarity smiled as she spoke. Maybe next time? Twilight was shaking, but nodded. It was hard for her to find the words. Next time, I promise. Rarity smiled brightly and wiped the tears from her face. It's time for me to join the others. Twilight choked on another sob as she thought of the double meaning. Thank you. Thank you for being such a wonderful friend to me. Twilight could barely speak through the tears. I hope we meet again. Thank you for the same, and I promise we will. Rarity gave her friend one last smile before turning to leave. Twilight continued to sob in the shade of the trees as Rarity rejoined her friends on the hillside. Welcome back, the dream version of Twilight said as Rarity sat back down. Did everything go well with your friend? Rarity smiled and took a last sip of tea. I did. I won't see them for a while, so it was a delight to see them one last time. I'm sure you'll see them again before you know it, Fluttershy stated optimistically. I'm sure you're right. Rarity set down her tea and stood back up. This has been lovely. But I suggest the 6 of us go to town and do some shopping. I have a new design in mind and I'll need the best cloth we can find. I'll gladly treat you all to any snacks you find as well. Yippee! Pinky was excited for the chance to move around. Rainbow Dash was looking a bit antsy too. The 6 mares finished their tea and departed from the hillside, leaving the blanket and book behind, chatting happily with one another. They were glad to spend such a nice day together, one final time. As the dream comes to an end, Twilight Sparkle sat at her friend's bedside. She sobbed as she clung to Rarity's lifeless body. Her dear friend had lived a long and happy life, sharing her designs and generosity all across Equestria and beyond. In the end, she was surrounded by friends and family that crowded her bedroom.
I've sown my share of patterns, in silks, in gems, in light. Each stitch a little memory, each gown a piece of life. I chase the shine of diamonds. I dreamed of worldly fame, but in the hearts of my dearest friends, I found a brighter flame. Threads of my life, they're woven through in laughter, in Fanfiction channel. Also available as a podcast on Spotify. And Izzy Moonbow is best pony, by the way. Fiction. Bro, hoof, comment, subscribe.